Today, we are diving deep into a true science fiction masterpiece, Anne Banks' use of weapons. We're going to break down exactly what makes the storytelling in this book so legendary.
Okay, let's just start right here. This single line, it's from a poem in the book, and it really captures the novel's entire central problem. I mean, what does a perfect, peaceful society, a utopia, do when it needs someone to do the dirty work, the ugly, violent stuff it can't bring itself to do? And that's where this guy comes in. Meet Sheridan Zakalwe. He's brilliant, he's cynical, and he is devastatingly good at his job. He's a mercenary, the ultimate problem solver for the utopian society known as the culture. And he's the one they call to handle the missions they're just too civilized for.
But the real genius of this book and what we're going to get into isn't just the character. It's how his story is told. The novel is built on this absolutely incredible narrative structure, and honestly, it's the key to understanding everything about him.
So get this, the book is split into two stories that are literally running in opposite directions. On one hand, you have chapters numbered normally, 1, 2, 3, and they move forward in time. This is where we see Zakalwe the capable soldier on his latest job. But on the other hand, you have chapters numbered in reverse, 13, 12, 11. And these jump backward in time, revealing the broken man underneath it all, piece by painful piece.
All right, let's start with that forward-moving story. In the quote-unquote present, we meet Zakalwe as he's being pulled out of a retirement he clearly wants by his sharp, resourceful handler from the culture, a woman named Diziat Sma.
And this is where we see Zakalwe in his element. He is an absolute strategic genius, playing these incredibly high-stakes games of war and politics like it's second nature. He is the perfect instrument, the perfect weapon for all the morally gray work the culture needs done but doesn't want to get its own hands dirty with.
And that's the big question, isn't it? That question right there is what takes us to the other half of the story. It's the mystery that beats at the very heart of this novel and sends us hurtling backward through his life.
Now, these backward-moving chapters, they are just a masterclass in building suspense. With each one, another layer of Zakalwe's past is peeled away. We jump further and further back through this long and unbelievably bloody career, from one brutal war to the next. And with every step back, things just get darker. We witness these terrible failures, personal losses, moments of just profound pain. And all of it builds this incredible sense of dread. Because you know it's all leading to one single, defining event, something waiting for us at the very beginning of his story. This is the question the entire novel is built to answer. Every chapter moving forward and every chapter moving back is designed to pull us towards the answer. What happened that first broke him? The whole book is this incredible journey to this single moment where these two timelines are finally going to collide.
And here's where the author, Ian M. Banks, does something truly brilliant. He plants clues all throughout this backward journey, and the secret to Zakalwe's entire past, the very source of all his pain, is symbolized by one single recurring object that at first seems completely innocent.
So as we're going backward in time, we keep getting these little cryptic breadcrumbs. We get hints of a family tragedy, a terrible betrayal, a moment of just absolute horror from his youth, a single moment that forged him into the weapon he would become for the rest of his life.
And this is it. This one object becomes the focal point for all of his trauma. It's the physical anchor for the memory that completely shattered him, a memory that defined the entire course of his life. It is the reason he can never, ever truly rest.
So you might be wondering, why tell the story this way? Why all the complexity? Well, the thing is, this structure isn't just some clever gimmick. It's the entire point of the novel. It fundamentally changes how we understand Zakalwe and everything he does. Think about it. By showing us the result of his life first, this hardened, incredibly effective soldier, and only then revealing the cause of his pain, the novel forces us to confront a really difficult truth. We have to ask ourselves how our past truly shapes us, and whether we can ever really escape the moments that define us. You see, we meet the weapon, Zakalwe, long before we ever learn who or what made him into that weapon. The whole journey backward becomes this quest to understand if the man can ever really be separated from the tool of violence he's become, or if they're now just one and the same. This line, it just perfectly sums up the tragedy of Sheridan Zakalwe. He's a man who we see is capable of love, of appreciating poetry, of wanting peace, but he is forever defined and ultimately consumed by his own capacity for violence.
And that, right there, is what makes use of weapons an absolute masterpiece. It gives us zero easy answers. Instead, it uses its unique, powerful structure to ask one of the most profound and deeply unsettling questions of all.